I'm going to be talking on the topic sexual thirst. I remember when I was in ninth grade or in ninth class in school, I had a couple of classmates, two boys. They were talking to a couple of girls, and what they were talking with, I couldn't believe it. They were talking about pornography that they saw on the computer. They were talking about seeing people naked and nude and what they were doing, and I couldn't handle it. It was all new to me. So I went and immediately curled up in a corner and I closed my ears. I didn't want to hear any of it. And they were making fun of me. But give me a break. Guys, I was 12 or 13, listening to all these things, these new things that they were talking about. That's the kind of sexual pleasure that young people love and are into. Their bodies become so excited. They become so thrilled. It releases adrenaline and all sorts of chemicals. The blood flows, it rushes to all parts of the body. And the brain becomes so happy when they get into this act. That's what makes them say, "Oh, I'm so happy. I feel so high. I can jump and feel so high. I've reached the heights. I've reached the heights of life. I found what gives the heights in my life." Yes, Solomon said in Songs of Solomon 7:6, "Oh, how beautiful you are. Oh, how pleasing you are, my love, with all your delight." Yes, my friends, they find these great heights in their life, but for a few minutes, they find great heights and they jump. So it's not enough for them. They want more. They want it every day in their lives. And that's what drives them to live such a sexual life with pleasures. They want more. You know, when they live such a life, God looks at them. And you know how He's looking at them? What He sees? He sees young people jumping. Yes, pleasure, happy, heights. But He sees them only touching the heights of their roof. Nothing else. They're jumping about, trying to touch the heights of the roof. But He's watching from way up high in the heavens, surrounded by so much joy around Him. So much joy. It's amazing. And then He's looking at us jumping, trying to touch the roof, trying to reach some heights, trying to feel so high. And He says, "Oh my goodness. If only they knew the heights that I am in. If only they knew the joy that surrounds me in heaven. If only they knew me." So He looks at them with compassion. They don't know the real heights. What can I do? Heaven is too far away. So let me pull down heaven for these, my children. Let me, the joy of heaven, come down into their hearts. And He comes into the hearts of the young ones, bringing all the joy into them. You know, this is what He did when He was in this world, in the lives of two women. One woman He met when He was sitting near the well in a city called Samaria. He was just relaxing, and He saw a woman coming to the well trying to fetch a pail of water. And He asked her, "Woman, you seem thirsty." She said, "Of course I'm thirsty. I'm coming to fetch some water from the well. Of course I'm thirsty." But He said, "Woman, you have been living with man after man after man in your life. trying to find some solace, trying to find some comfort or joy, you have not found it. You're living with a man even now who's not your husband. Woman, I see your life. And he said, I can quench your thirst. I know you're thirsting today, but I can quench your thirst and give you living water. That blew her mind. And when he said, I can give you living water, oh, her heart jumped. Her spirit was released. And she saw who she was talking to. The giver of the living water. He quenched her thirst that day. Another woman came who was giving her body away sexually to many men in the city. And what did she get because of that? Shame. And she was cast as an outcast away from the city. No name, no honor. She thought that's her life's purpose, to live that way, to live sexually with other men. But she wasn't satisfied at all. It only left her wanting more in shame and in despair. She came and fell at the feet of Jesus. She looked at how he gave joy and happiness to so many people, transforming their life. Whoever came to Jesus was transformed, and they received so much joy. She looked at Jesus and said, can you also give me this, Lord? Fell at his feet and wept, tears running down her face, hopeless. Give me also joy. And Jesus gave her great joy and a purpose in life. He said, follow me. And she followed him all the days when he was in this earth. She found hope. Yes, my friends. Today, we might be jumping up and down, trying to reach some heights that are only touching our roof. That's only the extent that pleasure from lust gives us. That's all for a few minutes, as we heard before. But God says beautifully in 1 Corinthians 6:13-20, He says, don't give your body for sexual impurity. Don't give it there. Your body is meant for the Lord. Your body is meant to be with me. He says, your body, let it become a member of my body. That's why he sat down his followers, he broke bread, and he took and he fed each one of them, saying, this is my body that I'm giving to you, so that you can be united with me. Your body can be united with me. He says, let it be a member in my own body. And then he says in verse 18, when that happens, don't sin sexually and against your body, because your body now has been united with me. When you do that, you sin against my own body. Don't do it. But instead in verse 20, honor me with your body.